Amana, Zayo. We are here today to put for the agenda of Team Titoe Ninneh. Zayo. We are here to finally introduce our candidate to the LINSU process. Zayo. We show us that in Lofa will be a victory for Titoe Ninneh. Zayo.
Comrades, thank you very much. Comrade, I'd like to acknowledge and give you a gigantic appreciation of your presence here today. Today marks a historical event in our life, and today is a press statement of the Titoe Ninneh. And I'm the chairman of the Great Tenants and Kukuru MFSR Junior, and we will ensure that with the GC Crossfire be our victory comes this coming Saturday, the 20th of this month. So if nobody else but Titoe Ninneh, our next president for LINSU. Comrades and comrades involved to fire our prayer release. There is no time is the worst enemy of men. Comrades, you can go ahead.
Thank you ever so much for the opportunity. Team Titoe Ninneh press statement for immediate release. Comrades and friends, share cadres and scholastic militants are the lost stars of the national student movement, primarily, secondarily, tertiary students of the Republic, distinguished members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen. Having understood from the Congress Preparatory Committee, the CPC, the conclusion of the nomination process of much publicized post-war Congress of Liberia National Student Union, LINSU, commonly called the Wodogisi Crossfire. So, it is with fascinating delight that I announce to the students of Liberia my candidacy for the presidency of our cherished LINSU.
Zayo, our Titoe Ninneh is the undefeated candidate. Zayo. Opposition must expect. Zayo, our Titoe Ninneh stand a better chance. Zayo.
The history of the Liberia National Student Union over the past decades of its existence is commitment to the struggle of social justice, academic freedom, and peace. The students in our society represent the most conscious structure of such society. The students of Liberia under the banner of Liberia National Students Union have served as a mosaic of struggles of political constitution, economic emancipation, and social transformation all through the history of the second oldest black republic in the world. In the stage of entrenched globalization, the era of leadership based on culture, technological advancement, innovation, academic empowerment, and investment in the future of the nation through responsible and verified students' leadership has come. At this point in history, LINSU as a parent body of all students and students' organizations in the border of Liberia must be led by the new breed of leaders determined to consummate political struggles in parallelism with innovation, economic, social, and economic advancement.
But it is our time that innovation comes to LINSU. Zayo. It's our time that innovation comes to LINSU. Zayo. But it's our time that development reach the students in Lofa County. Zayo. It's our time that development reach the students in Nima County. Zayo. It's our time that total emancipation comes to the student body. Zayo.
For the evaluation of all aspirants in this Wodogisi Crossfire congressional process of Liberia National Students Union, LINSU, thousands of Liberian students have concluded that the only best suited person, politically inclined, innovative, academically potent, and technologically intuitive to consummate such a general style of leadership of the Liberia National Student Union is Comrade Ambassador Candidate Titoe Ninneh.
He's the only intellectual in the race right now. Zayo. No one has the ability to compare to Zayo.
The students of Liberia, through their delegates in the post-war Congress of LINSU, are resolved to elect the public to change the sad course of leadership and the students' movement. Having worked for a considerably long period of time in the youth and students community with a controversial credential, our revolutionary team Titoe Ninneh, has the political and academic pedigrees to introduce genuine and accountability leadership at the students' movement. He currently serves as Secretary General on the Bureau of Scholarship and Education of the outgoing leadership of the Liberia National Students Union. Titoe Ninneh is the President Emeritus of the Public Administration Student Association / the Public Administration Students Grounding Class of the University of Liberia.
Zeyo, the boy has a very real credential. Zeyo, no candidate in the race has a credential as compared to him. Zeyo.
Currently, he started at the graduate school studying international relations. He has been tried, tested, and proven to be leader par excellence. He is the most qualified and ideologically clear candidate on the ballot for the presidency of the Liberia National Students Union.
So,
the emergence of Titoe Ninneh in these elections at LINSU is an opportunity to share the debate from usual misleading and political propaganda factory and have categorized the politics of the students' movement over those years. This team is here to introduce solution-oriented discourse centered around the progressiveness, forward mobility of the students' community in the state. Our formability in these elections is evidenced by our understanding of the supremacy of the constitutionality in the organization. The organic law of our chairman LINSU gave the power to the National Administrative Council, which is the NSC, to make a higher decision making in the institution. Insofar, the NSC approves the workings of the Congress Preparatory Committee, the CPC. We are hereby submit ourselves to the guidelines and instructions governing the congressional process.
Zeyo, the Titoe Ninneh value the process. Zeyo, the Titoe Ninneh is willing to go by the guidelines. Zeyo, the brother is loyal about it. Zeyo.
There is a reminder to the current president of the Liberia National Students Union, LINSU, that his days of political great active at the students' movement is numbered. Our gloves are off to make him a wanting president.
Zeyo, the outgoing president was a joker. Zeyo, the outgoing president was a joker. Zeyo, our Titoe Ninneh will defeat President Gandhi. Zeyo.
And we are prepared to do so with all our fabrics and our bodies. While we seek us, Mr. Mohamed Gamara, from the power democratically, we also a clown of the attention-seeking maneuver of one Eugene Williams, who is determined to enact
Zeyo, the both forces will not succeed. Zeyo, we defeat them. Zeyo, we measure our Titoe Ninneh become the next president of LINSU. Zeyo.
This comment is the worst thing happening to the students' movement and must be resisted to the core. Both Eugene and Gandhi will be beaten by our team physically, intellectually, and mentally. Both boys have outlived their lives or usefulness in the youth and students community of the Republic and must not exit from our general good of the students of Liberia. We want to call all of our supporters and thousands of our supporters who have vested their trust in us in this process to remain calm as we are confident of final victory in these elections. All candidates of Team Titoe Ninneh should get prepared to gear up in their revolutionary regalia.
Zeyo, our doors are open for addition. Zeyo, if you haven't made a decision yet, it's time to join the Titoe Ninneh. Zeyo, if you're looking for a trusted leader for LINSU, join Team Titoe Ninneh. Zeyo.
As we move to the mountain top of Wologisi to obtain final victory as team of the betterment of the students and education sector of our country, Liberia. Long live Team Titoe Ninneh. Long live the Liberia National Students Union. In the quest of social justice, academic freedom, and peace, we chant Amanda Africa away to the struggle continuum.
Victory, victory, Titoe won the victory. Oh la 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 la. Titoe won the victory. Victory, victory, Titoe won the victory. Oh la 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 la. He has won the victory.
Down an issue on the 23rd. May 2022 by the mandate of the Command Center of Team Abbott for LINSU, signed Koko Besa, the national chairman of Team Abbott Ninneh, and approved by Abbott Ninneh, Senate Bureau of Team Abbott.
Okay, so as as head of media communications and outreach of Team Abbott Titoe Ninneh, we will use this opportunity to at least obtain 4 questions from the press. 4 questions from the press. So the floor is open. Yeah. Any question? Anybody can ask questions? Yeah.
Okay, the head for Team Abbott. I'm concerned because a few minutes ago, I learned that Liberia National Student Union leadership and that of the Houses Committee on Youth Exposed met. In that meeting, they came up with the pending Liberia National Students Union Congress for Lofa County. So how prepared are you in this dying meeting to come up with your stand to contest the process?
Thank you ever so much. We have been seeking and going through consultation over a long period of time since the project have started. We have been in a lot of consultation. We visited 9 counties. We were in Hapa, we were in Nima, we were in Benji, we were in Sanu, we were in Riverside, we were in Bassa. We visited all the councils doing our underground work. Because in the LINSU congressional period of processes, it's not a Facebook matter. You need to work in close proximity with those counties presidents. Because these are the guys that have the voting power. These are the guys who are put into power. So you cannot carry the issue on social media to people who don't have power to put in power.
So what do you intend to have your nomination from?
Yeah, my nomination basically have been submitted to the CPC chair, and very soon you're going to come up with the entire body, all those who qualify, and all those issues are going to be listed.
Why do you think you are qualified for this position?
Why do you think you are qualified for the position as the next person?
Based upon my credentials in the whole entire race, I had a higher credential. And for the love of time, I was in the student community, in the professional sector. I come with a lot of experiences. I have had all the time, even myself as president of pastor, my leadership role that I've been provided is overestimated. So based upon that, the Federal Bureau endorsed the candidates of Abbott Ninneh, and we are prepared. Even when we receive the CPC chair receive our nomination, and also we accept our nomination because we paid dues, my division paid dues, everything was okay. So we are prepared for this process.
Yeah, the last question, if we can get any question from the president, as head of media, I would like to use this time to say thank you so much to the press and for the people for viewing and for giving support to us. We say thank you, and Team Abbott remain the strongest force in this process. Support Abbott Titoe Ninneh for LINSU 2022. He's the next person. Thank you so much.
Manna.
Wait.